A Black Hawk helicopter summoned to a small private airfield 11 miles southeast of El Paso settled to the asphalt of the airstrip. The Black Hawk was solid black and did not display any markings. Don had been leaning with his back on a navy blue Ford Taurus that was a loaner from the FBI El Paso field office. It was 0700 and the sun was half of itself on the horizon. Dew was on the grass between the tarmac and airstrip and began to whirl around and glaze the immediate surroundings of where the helicopter sat down with a thin layer of moisture. The helicopter's skids touched the runway. The port side door of the aircraft slid open and a tall, muscular man jumped to the ground out of the helicopter's open door. The man was wearing Costa sunglasses. His shoulder-length brown hair was swept back, a long-sleeved blue shirt with the sleeves rolled up to his elbows, blue jeans, and wearing a pair of Salomon Speedcross shoes. He strolled to where Don was leaning on the car near one of the several small dome-shaped hangars. Don reached down and grabbed a green military duffel bag that had been at his feet as he heard the deep voice yelling through the long brown beard of the man approaching him from the helicopter as the sound of the Black Hawk's twin General Electric T700 turboshaft engines roared in the background. "Good to see you, boss." The man reached his hand out to shake Don's hand. "Griever, it's good to see you too. A fabulous day for a business trip, don't you think?" Don said, smiling ear to ear. Griever grabbed the duffel bag that Don had slung on his shoulder. "James is in the bird, sir. You know him. He's double-checking gear and shit," Griever yelled at Don as they both hunched down and walked under the rotating blades of the Black Hawk. Don laughed and acknowledged Griever by nodding. Griever and Don climbed into the Black Hawk and slid the door back shut. Griever looked at the co-pilot and nodded that they were on board and ready to lift off. Griever was a handsome 38-year-old ex-Navy SEAL. Griever was the silent type. He did not say much but preferred to listen and take things in. The Black Hawk's flight time to the next stopping point was less than 30 minutes. All three changed clothes while en route. For the second time in less than 24 hours, Don was going against the president's wishes. The air branch of the Special Activities Division was also breaking that wish. Don had given the Black Hawk pilots GPS coordinates. The coordinates, once punched into the computer system of the Black Hawk, took them across the border into Mexico. The pilots had been briefed on Operation Hammerhead before taking off and were given further information once in the air by Don. The three ground branch agents on board the aircraft could do terrible things to the enemy. They had been trained to do so. When the gloves of the United States military and federal law enforcement agencies had to stay on, the ground branch agents took the gloves off. If the cartels wanted to play the unconventional warfare game, they had picked a fight with a group that excelled at it.